And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boots Sports, and we are back after way too long. This is football, though, and we've been on the IR with some sicknesses. I had a tooth extraction. I believe that's the proper word for it.
Yeah, tooth removal.
Yeah,
and
I've Googled a lot to see like what the crap I can eat and cannot eat.
You can eat whatever you want.
Popcorn I cannot eat for 2 weeks.
Wow.
But I ate it yesterday. I totally forgot, and I ordered it, and I sat down. I'm like, I'm not supposed to have this. Because it's crunchy. You're not supposed to have like popcorn, chips, stuff like that.
Oh, in case you open up the wound or something?
Yeah. But I just ate it slowly and chewed on the right
whenever
side.
I had a tooth pulled last year, like, dude just told me, like, see you later. Go have fun.
Yeah. You're also not supposed to drink out of a straw for like 2 weeks. I also accidentally did that yesterday.
There's no way that there's really that many, like, would that kill you or something?
No, it'll just probably, because the tooth hole is like forming a clot.
Yeah.
And if you like suck on the straw too hard, it might like pressure and like make the clot go away. And or if I chew on a freaking lay right on that spot, like, something bad might happen to it. I don't know.
I talked like I had a freaking lisp for like a week after that happened. I called Angevine, and we three-wayed on the phone, me, him, and his fiance at the time, who's now his wife. She did like a whole speech pathology treatment on me over the phone, and like told me, he's like, yeah, you'll be okay in about a week or two.
Okay.
Because like I thought I done developed a lisp, and I was like extremely paranoid about that. Like, I was like freaking all the way out.
Yeah, I mean, between all that and I felt like I was near death last week.
I guess it's my turn now to get ill.
Everybody's sick.
It's that time of the year, man. The weather's getting a little cooler. Then now it's going to be 93 tomorrow.
They don't want us to love football. They don't want us to love football.
So that's that grind, dude.
They don't want us to love it. But we are back to talk some football, talk NFL for the first time this year. Last episode we did was our NFL predictions, and so many of them have already been wrong.
Yeah.
Everything looks terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at this fridge when I came up here. Vikings under 6.5. They're already 2-0.
Yeah,
and they look good.
Shout out Sam Darnold.
Bills,
in my defense,
Bills under 9.5. They look good.
I never supported that.
You didn't.
But
Saints to make the playoffs? No, me and Chance. Saints are the best team in football.
Saints have the best offense in NFL history, they say.
Caleb Jackson, all SEC running back.
LOL.
Third string.
Yeah.
Todd Bowles won't see the bye week.
2-0.
2-0.
Now
Georgia won't make the semifinals. I'm standing by that.
I'm fully behind that train now.
I told you.
They're not. Well, it's either that they're not good or does like Kentucky just have their number? Because have you seen the stat on that?
Yeah, that they always play them close.
They've played them close like the past 3 or 4 straight years. Like they just cannot go and play against Kentucky well, whether it's at home or there or whatever. And that might be a Stoops thing. Like he might just get the guys going, for that game.
I mean, there's just
especially
because
like they're a little brother in the East.
Yeah, there's some people where it just they have their number with other coaches.
Yeah.
It just happens. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. This is going to be college football week number 4.
Shoot, dude, I don't even know.
4. 4 officially, 5 for some teams.
Hey, what do you know? LSU's playing another real team. We don't have a layup this week. Still.
I mean, this
it don't matter.
They're be a layup.
They're a former they're a Power 5 school.
They beat us 3 years ago.
Yeah, they're a Power 5 school.
Yeah. We are playing UCLA this week. We'll be talking about that. We're going to save that towards the back half of this pod when Peyton arrives. He'll be showing up a little bit later. But we're going to go ahead and run through some of the other big games this week and just kind of an overview of what college football is looking like through 3 weeks. A lot of fun. College football's been really fun this year, I do think. Some surprises from some teams. I mean, Florida State, my God.
They've already clinched their under.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected that bad. Like, it was obviously going to be a step down from last year, but Like, everybody still thought they were going to be very good.
Like, is Norvell's seat a little warm? Or does he have a year? Because, like, last year they went like 13-0 or whatever.
Well,
like
Peyton brought up the stat that, like, he's like 3-11
without Jordan Travis. That's right.
Yeah, like 3-11.
Ooh.
Something
And
bad.
then what makes it even worse, dude, he lost to Memphis, and that's where he came from.
Yeah.
Like, that has to hurt.
Yeah.
You know, that has to hurt, like,
But
bad.
he's 3-11, and 2 of them wins were last year.
Yeah.
So, and those were, you know, when you're kind of rolling.
Wait,
as
has
a
he
full
won this
team.
year?
No, they're 0-3.
Yeah, so they're all 3 of the wins were last year.
No, one of them I think was the year before Travis, where he like went bad or something until Travis took over. There's something like that. But yeah, it's been a wild season.
Is DJ Ugualagale like the most like missed prospect of all time? Like, everybody just knew he was going to be great, and then he like really, really sucks. Quarterback wise, you know, thinking like he was supposed to be like a can't miss 5-star prospect. Has the one game on the road.
There's been some people, like, think of some of the USC guys. Like,
but the fact that he actually played a game as a freshman against a really good team on the road, looked really, really good, and then he basically jumped off a cliff. And he's on his 3rd school now, 3rd time trying to start for a new school, and he still cannot play worth anything.
Yeah, I mean, he looks really bad, but there's got to be somebody that's been like worse.
Like, he's just the only one recent memory.
Yeah, recently. I mean, I don't know what Kyle McCord was like coming out of. I mean, going to Ohio State. I'm sure he had to be in some type of.
They say Syracuse done fixed him.
Syracuse looks good.
Yeah,
and Syracuse is playing Friday night in a ACC game versus Stanford.
Yeah,
at the Carrier Dome or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, LSU
right before
sucks.
basketball season.
LSU sucks, kinda.
We don't suck.
Ohio State's really good. Clemson, who knows?
They don't know.
I think they're going to turn it around.
NC State sucks. I'll tell you that.
NC State sucks. Yeah.
Tech should have beat them.
Billy Napier.
Sucks. Billy Napier's going to be fired as soon as the checks clear.
Probably.
Basically.
Apparently they had a meeting Monday, but I haven't heard anything from that.
They're calculating money because they got to pay they have to pay half of it within 30 days.
Yeah.
And it's like 20-something mil. You know, so they got to come up with $10 million before they can even say goodbye.
Yeah, and here's Peyton. Is Billy Napier going to be at Florida long?
No.
Like I told him, they're just waiting on the checks to clear.
Yeah,
that's all they're doing.
No. I mean, he'll get a win this week. That'll help.
You think so?
Yeah, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State might be the worst team in the country.
Mississippi State lost to Toledo.
Not just lost. They got their butt
Hey,
handed to them.
Brandon Walker said Mississippi State doesn't have a kid that could start at Toledo. So that's what Brandon Walker said.
Toledo, hey, if you can lose to any MAC team, Toledo's probably the one you want to lose to at least. I mean, they're usually pretty good. But yeah, we got a lot of good stuff going on in college. What was the other question we just asked? I was talking about, is DJ Ugalagale the like highest touted prospect as a quarterback to miss in like recent memory? To be like
to just like straight up suck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
told
said
him,
that there's got to be some like USC kid that's went somewhere and just not been good.
But what I told him, the fact that we've seen him start on the road as a rookie, a freshman, and look really good against a really good team, and then he just fall off a cliff, like, you can't think of another guy that's done that.
No.
Because, like, everybody was sold after that road game at Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
we were all like, all right, that's Dabo's next one, you know?
And he had so much pup coming in, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know why, but like he had more than normal. It felt like he was talked about. It might be because of his name. You just remember it easier.
Definitely.
But
and he's going there.
He came from like California and everything when it was right after Tua.
Mm-hmm,
so like maybe there was just all that hype of like people from that area.
And,
like,
I mean, complete flop.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad.
There was and I don't know if it's just true, because when somebody texted to me, I said, surely that's not true. But apparently, hold on, let me find it real quick. Apparently, Norvell said this: if you face 3 powerhouse programs to start your season, your team would also be 0-3.
I think that was a fake quote.
I've been seeing that everywhere, dude. Like,
gotta be. But that's pretty freaking funny. I mean, Boston College looks good this year, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill O'Brien's got them going.
O'Brien. Yeah, he won't take long.
They ain't gonna get thumped in every single game.
No,
like ever probably.
No. He'll probably by next year have them win 8-9 games.
Yeah,
I mean that's just Bill O'Brien.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, they might do that this year.
Could,
especially in that region too.
They
where
started
he's
off hot
been
against
before.
Mizzou, but it just kind of.
Mizzou is better.
Yeah, Mizzou's pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, let's run through this week's schedule, and then we can talk some LSU towards the end. Stanford, Syracuse, just a fun game to talk about being an ACC matchup. That's really the only significance there.
And what a travel.
Yeah. Stanford to Syracuse on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Tigers paying for it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What a heck of a travel.
Illinois, Nebraska, though, Friday night, ranked matchup at Nebraska. Nebraska's back.
Yeah.
I think they're back.
They're back.
And the quarterback is very good.
Yeah.
I like watching.
You saw who's rumored for Florida.
Is it Matt Rule?
Matt Rule's one of the guys people are saying.
Ooh.
They're saying.
I don't think he'd do it.
They're saying Lane.
That's who I think of.
I would be terrified.
But Florida has to pay that. He just signed that 7-year extension.
Is that Rule or
Lane.
Lane?
After having to buy Billy.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a big check.
That's two of the names, and James Franklin, of course, always gets brought up too.
Everywhere, every
That's
job.
that was like the first three names that I saw. That I was like,
Well,
okay.
I saw that Urban Meyer is
Mike
out
Gundy.
I saw Urban Meyer said the ship has sailed.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Mike Gundy in Florida would be bad.
Did y'all see another Georgia kid got arrested the other day? Like last Sunday? This is impressive at this point. Like I'm rooting for it.
Like we've had we've had people getting killed.
Yeah.
Like, and we're still doing this.
Yeah.
Like I don't get
That
it.
blows-
On a wet road going 106.
Like that blows my mind.
I'm scared to go 76 on a wet road.
I don't. Like I mean, we're past. That's a problem.
Yeah, they have an issue.
At what point do you? I don't know. Like I mean,
where is the Uber NIL deals? Like I see that as a joke everywhere, but like it's really a good idea.
I mean, yes.
Like every player gets free Uber for life or something.
Because I mean, and it's okay right now because they're winning. You lose a game or two.
Oh yeah.
This gets brought back up again.
It's like at LSU with all the issues that we allegedly had.
Yeah.
They didn't pop up till O started crapping his pants.
Yeah, exactly right.
Or
yeah.
Les started crapping his pants.
whenever we
That's
lost
the only
it,
time we heard about it.
Whenever
Okay?
we lost at Missouri, everybody's like, this Coach O guy might not be very good.
Yeah. Kind of like with the whole Darius Guy situation. Like all that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, Les Miles, he's an issue.
Yeah.
He's Title IX guy, you know. He likes little girls or something. What are we doing?
I mean,
I don't see Rule going to Florida from Nebraska.
He don't look like a Florida
I don't think
guy.
it's enough of a step up for him.
It's Lane Kiffin all
It feels
over.
like, and I think with Rule, we've seen him take the step ups. We've seen him go to Carolina for the NFL job. I think he wants to be where he is.
He seems like a Midwest football guy.
Yeah,
he does
he
seem
is.
like that.
That's what he is.
Lane Kiffin seems Florida.
Lane Kiffin's visor with my shades on in Florida.
Would Kiffin do that?
Oh, dude,
Would
yeah.
he do that?
In a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
he has no loyalty.
He could say all he wants to. He knows he's got his hands strapped at Ole Miss still.
Yeah.
I mean, like
He can go get a 3-star in South Florida. That could be a dog compared to what he can get in freaking Mississippi.
Florida would be a great fit for him.
Yeah, because he's having to work way too hard on the recruiting grounds as it is
So
right now.
if you're, for Kiffin's standpoint, how good could Ole Miss do this year to make him like not go? Like, I mean, Ole Miss very likely is a Final Four team.
They make a playoff and they one and done.
If he's one and done, then you think he might leave?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, because this is probably the best roster he'll ever have at Ole Miss.
Absolutely.
So
I
I
mean,
mean,
best money, best
then Dart's
roster
gone,
money can buy.
and Dart's gone. I mean, like
Some of them receivers are going. Like,
Hey, I like Dart.
I do too.
Dart's a good player, dude.
I like Dart too.
Walker Howard's just sitting there waiting.
Speaking of USC rejects,
Yeah, I mean, unless he gets a Final Four, might help him. Unless he gets his blown out in the semifinals. I mean, because I don't.
That'd be a scary sight.
They're a good team. I mean, they're a good team. I don't think they're a natty team though.
They currently have the 22nd recruiting class next year.
Ole Miss.
Yeah,
and that's about as good as he's gonna get there.
I mean,
He's going to hit that portal though.
He's going to hit the portal. I mean, only time I've ever seen Ole Miss have a top 10 top 5 classes.
Kimdichi brothers.
Oh man.
I mean, other than that, and
that was big illegal.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't. Florida would be scary.
And he's already recruiting a lot of kids from Florida as it is, and Louisiana, Bama.
He got all those ties when he was over there.
Missouri,
at
FAU,
Virginia,
and then when he was at
Georgia.
Bama.
Dude's all over the place.
He's got to be an Ole Miss.
Poor guy. I mean, he's all over the place.
Because you can't.
He's recruiting in freaking Virginia.
You can't. I mean, Mississippi doesn't give you enough.
He's got a kid coming from River Oaks. That's a freaking MAIS school.
Yeah, big kid, like 6'7", 330.
6'8", 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, then your bordering states is Louisiana. Well, you know you're not going to get those guys.
Yeah, nobody.
You're not getting anybody out of Alabama because they're all going to Auburn or Alabama. So I mean, he has to travel all over the place.
Yeah. He's like that's all I was saying. Like he's got to be tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, going back to Nebraska, I think they not this year are going to do anything crazy.
Year away.
Give him another year. Give Raiola another year to play. I think next year they could make some big noise.
Nebraska could be officially back.
At the least, it's very fun to like have the atmosphere that they're having and like have the games they're having.
Because they're going to sell out regardless.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, so at least they get to cheer for something
Nebraska
good.
being good at football is very cool.
Yeah.
It's like Texas.
And it's something
Texas being good, USC being good. That is good for college football.
Absolutely. It's something that I've never, personally experienced Nebraska at this level. Like, I mean, the Ndamukong Suh era happened, but they really weren't that good.
The Martinez guy,
Yeah, but even then, I mean, were they even top 10 ever? Probably not.
Ndamukong Suh were. They
They
only
only
lost
won a Heisman.
one game or 2 games that year.
Really?
Yeah. That was Bo Pelini as head coach.
So that was like 08, 09?
Yeah, something around there.
It was around there.
Because they lost the Big Ten championship game. They were in. They were in that, and that would have put them. I think they were 11-1.
Probably
something on those 10 or 2.
But it's still it's nothing like that 90s Nebraska.
We
always hear about.
That's right.
Like and it feels like Rule might have what it takes to get them back to that kind of consistent level.
He won at Baylor.
Yeah,
he won at Baylor.
He won at Temple.
He won at Temple.
He won at Baylor after the freaking death
penalty.
Yeah, the death penalty.
I mean,
literally,
dude, if he can win there,
yeah,
he can win anywhere.
The other Friday night game is Washington State, San Jose State on the CW network.
Next.
I hate the CW network. You cannot watch that on any channel pretty much. You have to download. I had to download Fubo TV to get a free trial to watch
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Really?
And it was hands down the worst camera.
Yeah, they were like it was like a
seen.
sky cam. They were like looking down. Wake
Dude,
Forest.
we were
does not
watching
have
all
a good,
22. You hear me?
Yeah. Wake
And
Forest
then-
does not have a good setup.
Somebody broke a long run. They brought a freaking camera out from the behind them.
Yeah.
Like you're looking at the behind the offense view, trailing this kid into the end zone from above. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I remember I watched the because when I had direct CW, I could get it, and I remember I watched an ACC game. And I think I texted y'all like,
Yeah.
it's the worst broadcasting
bad.
I've ever
It's
seen in
bad.
my life.
If LSU played on there, I'd be calling somebody.
Yeah, like it's
Pissed.
It's bad.
But thankfully, Ole Miss covered, and then I need to cancel that Fubo subscription now that I'm saying that before I get charged. Let's go to Saturday, though. Let's run through some of the other games. We'll save LSU for last. Tech's hosting Tulsa. Cool.
Red out, baby.
Yeah. Did you see the Marshall coach talk about Ohio State?
Yes.
That was awesome.
What'd he say?
Yes.
He was like, we need,
Transfers.
he was like, y'all can transfer here. We need some of that Ohio State speed.
Yeah.
You can get an all-you-can-eat biscuit NIL
I saw that. I saw that.
Any guys that are not playing for Ohio State,
Yeah.
y'all
I
come
saw
on
that
down.
because I was completely shocked to see an African American being the head football coach at Marshall. I'm sorry, but that screams.
He does not look like a head
that
coach.
screams like some white dude from the sticks.
Yeah.
You
He does
know?
not look like the head coach.
He was like a defensive line coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Exactly.
the funny guy that's there to ease the tension
The
in the
funny
room.
guy that makes a comment about biscuits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Biscuit NIL deals.
so hey, good for him. Maybe they could shock the world. I would be mad at
a
him.
couple years ago, beat Notre Dame.
Beat Notre Dame.
I would be mad at him.
Clemson, NC State. NC State's not very good. Clemson coming off a bye, I do believe. Does Dabo get them back on?
Yeah.
I think they're about to get back rolling.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I mean, they don't play nobody else.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they got
Crap.
Miami eventually.
They do have Miami.
All right, so they'll lose one more game this year.
Florida State.
Yeah.
Louisville is ranked.
Oh, they
now.
don't have Miami.
They don't.
We've looked at this.
All right, so they might lose one more game.
Louisville could be one, but they're at home. You can't go to Death Valley and win easily. South Carolina at the end of the year. At Pitt, I love my Pitt Panthers. Holstein's got them going.
You do like Pitt.
Holstein's got them going, man.
Did you see Holstein the other day?
No.
Peyton? He's got a buzz cut.
And he's got a beard.
Dude looks like,
Or
I don't even know how to
goatee or
describe
something.
this dude looks like. He don't look like he did in high school.
No. He does not look like
He looks
Rich
like
White Boy.
like a freaking lumberjack or something.
And he like
That might be slightly ghetto as well.
Yeah, he like lost his helmet, was like pumping up the crowd and crap. He was like, it was not
This
what
kid
you
ain't from
expected.
Zachary. He ain't from Zachary with the spiked up hair no more.
He might have like smoked weed at Bama and got kicked out or something. Like,
He met some of them kids from Pompano Beach at
Yeah.
freaking Bama somehow.
but yeah, it's pretty fun watching Pitt. I like some Pitt. Florida, Mississippi State, nah. Indiana, though, I'm telling you, Indiana's good at football, man.
Well,
Indiana's good.
They have one heck of a coach there.
They do, and I like Rourke at quarterback. They got a good team. I watched them play UCLA last week. LSU better do the same thing this week. Pretty much is all I'm saying. What else do we got?
We're going to put 60 on UCLA.
I hope so. Kansas, West Virginia is a fun 11 o'clock game. Both teams 1-2 though. So.
Man, Kansas, they had a lot of hype. on them this
UNLV,
year.
man. UNLV
Yeah.
running Rebs. Tulane, ULL. How about that?
That would be a great game to go to.
Yeah.
That should
And
be
Tulane
good.
only a 3-point favorite.
That might be a packed stance right there.
Yeah, it
that
should
might be
be.
packed.
only
I
a
hope
3-point favorite for Tulane.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Even
Well,
though
I don't hope
they've
so.
lost 2 games, but God, it's Kansas State and Oklahoma.
Meant to say,
And
yeah.
they played them both close.
They had a heck of a schedule, right?
Thanks a lot, Fritz.
Yeah, exactly. Kentucky, Ohio, Iowa State. Not much else. Penn State. I saw they just lost one of their safeties for probably the year. He's like the number 2 prospect in the nation or something last year. Something like that.
I didn't see that.
Or, no, he's the number – he's like in the top 10 on Mel Kiper's big board
Dang.
for this year as like a safety. And I think they said he's out for a long time. 2:30 though, USC at Michigan. This is the first matchup of this Big Ten new era where it's like, what is happening?
It's time. You know?
Like, what is this? USC Michigan on CBS?
It just sounds weird.
That's so wrong. So
Gives
wrong.
you the shakes.
But I think it's going to be very fun to watch this. Jersey matchup's going to be elite.
Yes.
Like that. It's going to look like
dude.
college football. man.
all time Jersey.
The only
matchup.
thing that I wish this was like late October.
Yeah.
And it was like a little bit cold out.
Well,
like,
See a little bit of the breath coming out the helmet.
Yes. A little bit overcast. Like that's the only thing I wish was different here.
Mr. Brightside playing in the start of the fourth quarter.
Yes. Everybody in the crowd wearing a coat. Like it. I want that.
Yeah.
But
Connor
this is
Stallions
gonna
in
be
the
awesome.
crowd.
Yeah. This is going to be awesome. I think USC is very good. I think Michigan is not very good.
No.
But it is at the big house, and I think it's hard to just walk
And they
in there
just
and win.
got
Yes,
hammered
they
at the
did.
big house.
Yes, they did.
So that they're fighting for Saturday.
And
Who
QB
beat them?
change.
Who beat
Texas.
them?
Texas beat.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game.
QB
yeah.
change. They got rid of the guy that beat
Walk on.
cancer.
Yeah.
And they put in Orgy now.
Yes.
Orgy's not very good.
No, he's not.
But
Because he got beat by the dude that
beat
had
cancer.
Cancer, yeah.
But
If so facto.
yes, but Orgy does have the running ability. We've seen that. They used that last year in the playoffs. Like he's got that talent, so maybe they just go full run game. Might as well.
I mean, that's Michigan football.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy looking at.
Like,
I
where's
saw-
Donovan Edwards at?
I saw a mock draft the other day. There's like 4 Michigan players going in the lottery. Like in
Yes,
the,
I
like
did
the top
too.
15. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
top 15. Yeah.
Like
They're
there's so
two,
many
they're
Michigan
two
guys.
DBs.
Yeah, and 2 defensive tackles.
Right.
Not DNs.
No,
D tackles.
D tackles. Yeah.
Well, they do have the best corner in football.
Yes.
Yeah.
the
Johnson kid.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But apparently the other one's just as good. He was in the top 15 too.
If only they could play offense.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Where's
Yeah.
Jim at?
Yeah,
Harbaugh
exactly.
took
Sorry,
that
Jim's
with
2-0 in the
him.
NFL right now.
Jim's running Michigan and freaking Los Angeles.
He's resurrected J.K.
See the
Dobbins.
quote today, the Moses thing.
Oh.
Yes, somebody was like, "Dabo's so pissed he didn't think of this himself." He said, "I'm trying to be more like Moses and lean on my staff."
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like Moses, I'm gonna die leaning on my staff.
Bro, like
Okay.
this dude here, he's been in the Word this week. you hear me?
Yes.
horrible.
Where's the Crossroads people at? Let's talk to them.
Yeah, have y'all seen the video of him? Like, I think it was the first game, hyping up Herbert. He's just like hitting him. He's just hitting him.
Yeah.
Herbert's like, Herbert said, I didn't know when to walk away. Like, he said he just kept hitting me.
He wears khaki pants and cleats to practice.
Yes.
Football guy.
Football guy, man.
I love this man.
He's one of a kind.
He's one of the most awkward people I've ever heard been interviewed in my entire life.
He's so awkward.
But I love him.
Football guy.
Cares
Speaking
about
of
one
football
thing.
guys, our boy Kubiak, he's got another brother in San Francisco.
Bring him down.
Clay Kubiak is in San Francisco now.
Whoa.
Yeah. Let me
Well,
see. What is
Clint's going to be a head coach in less than 2
Yeah,
years.
here he is.
Not next year.
So yet again,
Offensive passing game
Crap, he
specialist.
looks just like him.
Yep.
oh, look alike.
Holy cow.
he looks a little bit like Shanahan too somehow.
Yeah.
I saw someone, they're like, give it 5 years, the entire NFL is just going to be Shanahan and McVay trees. It's just going to be.
It's
people
already
everywhere.
getting there.
We're already halfway there, I feel
It's
like.
crazy. Fire Dennis Allen, promote Kubiak. I've
Yeah.
seen enough.
Give us Clinton Clay. I mean, I'm ready for it. And again, there's probably another Kubiak in the family that knows a little bit about defense.
Is
or
Gary
something.
dead?
His dad. No,
He's
he was.
dead.
His
He
dad
ain't dead.
No, he was at training camp.
I thought he had the cancer at one point.
Well, he did, but
He
he's
beat it?
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He was at training camp. They brought him in.
Who y'all got? USC, Michigan.
USC.
USC in double figures.
I think so.
I think it would be close.
I mean, I'm not saying like
5.5
30,
is a
but I'm
bet
just
I'm
saying
taking.
like
Like 10 or 11.
I'm taking 5.5.
10 to
I
14.
like that. Notre Dame scored a lot last week.
Yeah, 5.5 USC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking that. Yeah.
Notre Dame scored a lot last week.
Yeah, a little pissed off.
A lot of points.
If they win out, do they deserve to be in the playoff?
no.
It's Notre Dame, so they will.
I think they should have to go undefeated. Honestly, that's me. I think they should have to go undefeated to make
I mean,
the
I didn't care if
playoffs.
they have a loss, but you can't have that loss.
Do they play USC?
Yes.
Do they play Miami? No. So they got Louisville next week. USC at the end of the year.
Well, they
at
might
USC.
would have a decent.
That could be a very
schedule.
fun game though between them two.
If they went out, sure. If they went out, sure. As long as Louisville and USC keep it up.
I mean, I think they're. I would say yeah.
Wait, you told me Purdue was going to cover last weekend.
I bet Notre Dame halftime.
I thought you
Minus
told me before the
31.5.
game. I thought you told me before the game Purdue was going to cover.
Might have. I don't know. Georgia Tech Louisville could be an interesting game. Georgia Tech 3-1, Louisville 2-0.
Brom.
Yeah, he just gets it done.
He just gets it done.
This is an interesting one. Northern Illinois, first game since they're being ranked, playing Buffalo. Chance your Bulls from last week.
Told you.
I think that could be just one where they just let down though.
Holy cow, he hit that.
And don't cover 14. Auburn, Arkansas.
Give me Arkansas.
You think?
Yeah.
I watched Auburn play last week. I had their over. There could be a lot of points in this game.
Yeah. He pulled Peyton Thorne, didn't he?
I think eventually because they scored a lot. They ended up scoring like 50 points.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that game.
But it got, like, in mid-second quarter, it got rainy, like, out of nowhere. Like,
Herbert.
Yeah, like.
Herbert has an ankle injury now. That's the most injury-prone bastard I've ever seen in my life. To really not even leave
he
the
didn't
pocket.
he didn't practice today.
Dude gets hurt every other
year.
week. Like,
Arkansas Auburn, though, fun
God.
game. Auburn did lose the game at Cal. Arkansas should be 3-0.
Should be.
But yeah, it'll be a fun one. And crap, Arkansas about lost it last week against UAB. It took them a long time to get going, but they finally did.
Oh, Angevin was not happy.
Yeah, I bet. Is he? What's he feeling about the team?
He's just waiting on the inevitable to happen. He said you can't feel pain when you're already expected to fail. That's what he said the other day.
That's a depressing quote.
He said, what you can't feel. I think that's what he said.
Did you call the suicide hotline? Like, Jesus, Angevin.
I got to go find what the heck he said the
As
other
much
day.
as he
dude.
was chewing on his team last night, I bet he.
Oh, dude, he was pissed. The whole chain of events that happened to get to that point, too. Where did they play at? St. Fred's?
Lincoln Prep.
Oh, okay.
Ungodly facilities.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had an indoor practice facility.
Yeah, like 30
Is that
yards
where they
or
played
something.
at?
No,
They played in there?
no, they played outside
Okay.
it, but yeah.
Yeah, Rayleigh told me they got that.
Yes, I walked right beside it. It's unbelievable.
Have you seen their gym too?
Yes.
Awesome gym.
And they're building.
They deserve
else.
that.
Yeah, they deserve a gym. Yeah.
Did they finally get lights on the field?
Oh.
Football field.
Nice.
They're
lights.
bright. Okay.
Bright LEDs.
And the refs made it.
Big bleachers.
The refs
Yeah.
were there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm. Yeah. It was unbelievably well done.
Yeah. A lot of money there.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
The concession stands is nice. I mean, just holy crap.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Let's
Government money.
see. Texas Tech, Arizona State. Arizona State was picked to finish last in the Big 12. Sneaky 3-0 already. That Scatabo guy's fun to watch at running back. Good old big white boy.
I like their coach.
Who is it?
I don't. He's a young coach. I don't know his name, but I've heard him.
All right, here we go.
Billingham.
He's saying can't be upset when you never expect to win.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
Yeah.
So he didn't expect to win against UAB.
So funny. Funny story. I was sitting beside an Arkansas fan at the Cowboys Saints game Sunday, and yes, we got to talk. He said, "Where are you from?" He said, "Fayetteville." I said, "Huh, Hog fan, huh?" I said, "Ready for Pittman to leave, huh?" He said, "To be honest with you," he said, "I kind of like him." He said, "If he gets us to 9 or 10 wins, like." That's
their ceiling.
That's our right. Like
it's Ole Miss.
So I mean, I'm not mad, but he said I do have a funny story for you. He said I knew about the Bobby Petrino stuff before it come out. He said I'm a something manager of a hotel chain, and he said that's the hotel where the team stays at for every game. He said, my manager at that hotel brought me in one day. He said, "Hey, look at this." They were watching the security camera. And this girl kept going to his room every weekend at home games. And he said, something's going on here.
God.
So he said, I said, "Yep, you're right." He said, so I told my buddy, I said, "Hey, Petrino's got him a side chick." "Dude, you know what I'm talking about." He said, "What, a couple weeks later, the dude got ran off the road on his motorcycle." It was a dude's husband that ran him off.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I just laughed about that. That was
So
funny.
he knew about the downfall of Arkansas football.
He
Good
did
for him.
He did. Yep. Lives in Fayetteville. He's an Arkansas fan, but he's a Miami Dolphins fan. Make that sense.
He can't cheer
grew
for
up,
nothing in
grew up
Louisiana.
grew up watching Marino.
So
why was he at the game?
He his dad's 75th birthday. His dad's a Cowboys fan.
Okay,
Because his Uncle Jerry.
his dad went to school with
His
Jerry.
Uncle Jerry. Yeah. But pretty much. Yeah. He actually was a Rams fan, and when they moved, he didn't stick with it. And he said, "I always liked Dan Marino, so I just
There you go.
did Dolphins."
All
So,
right,
Yeah.
that's a heck of a team that you're rooting for. Dolphins, Arkansas.
So yeah. And he was happy to cheer for the Cowboys. He leaned over and said, "I hate cheering for this Cowboys." He was doing it for Dad, though.
Who dat?
He didn't cheer much. Who
dat?
dat? Hey.
3:00 game, Utah versus Oklahoma State.
It's Rising playing, right?
Yes, Rising versus Bowman, the old game.
Yeah,
25 and 24.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Clay, how old are you?
24.
Dear God.
Yeah, I graduated college 3 years ago. I think something like that.
That's insane.
Well,
dude. That's ridiculous.
No. The funny thing is that it's their combined ages are 49. For the Colts and Bears this week, it's combined 44.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Caleb and Richardson. Like it's insane. I saw someone say loser has to make a LinkedIn profile. But it'll be a good game. It'll be a good game at Stillwater. Just a physical game.
New little Big 12 matchup.
We know what Utah is. Yeah, a Big 12 matchup here with Utah. It's going to be a very fun game.
That feels right. That feels right.
Yeah, they do feel like they should be Big 12. This will be fun to watch, though.
Utah having to go to all these warmer cities is going to be interesting, too.
Yeah, remember the Florida situation.
Mm-hmm. And they were over there, I mean, extra.
That was also Florida in August.
Yeah. It was.
That's a different animal.
But, I mean, Texas is still in the 90s right now. I mean, as they start going to Texas schools.
We got Houston October 26th, so it'll be better by then.
It'll be better by then, yeah.
But UCF late November, who knows what it's going to be there?
Holy crap!
It might be 90 in Orlando.
Travel.
No, that'd be beautiful weather there somehow.
Maybe. Vandy, Mizzou. Vandy let it down last week.
Man.
Yeah, and they had no sense even being in the lead at the end, and then they gave up the touchdown late to Georgia State. It was pretty pathetic. But Mizzou is good. When are they going to get like a
test.
Yeah, I mean Boston College was interesting. At A&M in 2 weeks,
That'd be
maybe
That would be a true test.
Yeah. There we go.
but
Bama,
they'll probably be
Oklahoma.
And there's
undefeated
your
at Bama.
stretch.
Look at that. Though.
Auburn can be
Look
tough,
at that.
though.
They dodged Georgia. They dodged Texas. They dodged LSU.
I mean, that might be
They dodged
at
all.
Bama might be top 5, both teams.
Yeah.
Because Mizzou's are at 7 right now.
What week is that?
Oh, my bad. Bama's got Georgia next week, so.
Yeah.
But give me Bama. Bama's also got Tennessee before that. Bama's got Georgia, Tennessee, then Mizzou, and then they get to play LSU.
What a stretch there.
crazy.
Welcome to the big leads, DeBoer.
Hey, they look good.
They do.
They look good.
But can I say, I think what's them in Wisconsin needs to go look somewhere else.
Well,
That's
this
a bad
quarterback
fit.
got hurt.
Fickle?
This quarterback got
That's
hurt.
a bad fit.
Ugh.
That's a bad fit for him.
He
He ain't gonna change that. Wisconsin
he's-
is running.
You're going to get the same
Cornbread.
clientele no matter who coaches that team.
He's just waiting on Tackett to step up. That's it.
Tackett played.
Play
that.
Tackett both ways,
He's
man.
just waiting on Tackett.
I was
Tackett's
listening.
gonna
I was
save
listening
him.
to the radio, and they said Tackett's name quite a few bit.
Oh, when they were down 30.
Because they're
probably.
down 50.
No, this was before they were down.
Sorry, they're down by 20.
I mean, this is a bad fit.
It is.
He's not going to work.
We
there.
said that from the get-go, though. Like,
Hey,
it doesn't make
OC
sense.
at LSU.
It
Come
just
on.
felt uncomfortable.
Hey, Sloan's doing fine. I'm fine.
Let's go South Florida, Miami. I think that'll be an interesting one. South Florida's pretty good. Miami.
Weird they got to go on the road.
Yeah, but down there it's all the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably one of the bigger tests for Miami. I mean, that Florida game, not much.
Is Charlie Strong still there?
No.
It's
Gosh,
Cristobal.
no.
Wait, talking about at USF?
USF.
Oh, no.
No, Charlie Strong was an analyst at Bama until he was last year. I don't know.
Was
I don't know
Charlie
if he's still
Strong at
there.
Miami as well?
No,
He wasn't at Miami,
No.
Clay. I wasn't crazy.
but he was.
This is the guy at USF.
I'm sold.
He's got them turned around. They're pretty good.
I like the look of him. He looks like a college football coach.
Yeah. Washington, Northwestern, good Big Ten matchup.
Sure.
Cal at Florida State. Why
What an
not?
ACC
What
Why
a
not?
trip.
Why not? 3-0 Cal at 0-3 Florida
And of
State.
all years, Cal had to play Auburn at Auburn. Like, on top of you already traveling
Yeah.
across the country all year, your non-conference.
When did
game.
they play Auburn?
They
They
beat
played
them
them
2
a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Dude, why couldn't they just play in this past week and stay over here? You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
and then
poor
they
kids.
get to go back home and host Miami in 2 weeks.
That's a long fight.
Then they get to go to Pitt.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
And then
I
at Wake
would
Forest.
assume they're going LAX.
Yeah.
LAX, I'm guessing.
No.
Where's Cal even at?
Cal's not in Los Angeles.
Berkeley. It's like Oakland.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably
4 hours and 45 minutes nonstop to Tampa.
Tallahassee.
Then it's
Well,
probably
he's talking about-
Same thing. Yeah. Probably about 5 hours. It's crazy for a football game.
Not near as long as I thought it was going to be. That's what she said. But I figured it'd be
5
about
hours
6.
is a pretty freaking long flight.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oklahoma, Tennessee. That's the big game of the weekend. 6:30 in Norman.
That's
That's going to
SEC
be a fun
matchup right here.
SEC matchup.
We're really starting to see the weird new schools this week.
Hey,
Like-
Josh Heupel revenge game.
That's right.
I read the story earlier today.
Played quarterback
Nico
there. Was
is a-
OC there?
Nico is a dog. Nico's good.
Nico's so good. He should be.
Tennessee is
Much as they're
gonna
paying him. he should
Implode
be.
for Ian Malamudova.
yes. Tennessee. I'm all.
Well, they
in on
got
them.
him before NIL.
No,
They
did
didn't?
not. No.
Was it must have been
They
the
brought
first
him
year.
in last year.
He's a true freshman last year.
He was a true freshman.
But he was
last year.
committed before NIL though. 'Cause
No.
I remember thinking, why
When
is he going to there?
When he committed, it was like they were already talking how many millions he had. He was the first big one that
He
got,
was the
like,
first one.
and he's good.
Yeah,
I'll pay for him.
They like double figures millions is what
Really?
they're rumored. Yeah,
Well, hey, he's freaking good.
he's good.
He's good.
He's
really
legit. Where from California is he from? He's got to be
Probably
from California.
modern day or something.
He's so freaking good. Just do Tennessee.
Long Beach. He played at Warren. I don't know where that's at. Never heard of that one.
He's the only player on his team, probably. Look at him. He just looks good.
Threw for
dude.
25 touchdowns. He was the Polynesian Football Player of the Year, whatever that means.
Didn't know there was such a thing.
Also MVP of the Polynesian Bowl. Tech played in that once, huh?
That was the poinsettia.
That's it. Poinsettia. Wrong P word.
Same thing.
Enrolled at Tennessee in December 2022. Yeah. Yamala.
Lay.
Oh.
Yamaleeva.
Yamaleeva.
Nico.
Yes, Nico.
Well, he'll be on one namer.
Yes,
He already is. That's how good
he's
he
Nico.
is.
He's Nico, and I love Tennessee this weekend. I think they're just. I'm all in on them.
We're gonna put up 100.
I really am. But Oklahoma's it's gonna be a fun game.
Oklahoma's defense.
Jackson Arnold's good as well at quarterback for Oklahoma. It'll be a fun one at least. This is the game of the weekend. Absolutely.
Venimals and his defense will have something cooked up for him.
Yes. And I also think there's been a lot of people talking about how so many quarterbacks go to Tennessee and succeed. I think Nico's a little bit different than that. Like I don't think he's just a.
He's not
I don't think he's a system guy.
He's not like what's his name was a couple years ago.
Dude, he was a freaking 5-star.
Yeah.
It's not like these like Joe Milton come out absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
A freaking Hendon Hooker being 30.
Like when you watch him, even it just seems different. Like it's crazy.
He looks good.
He does. He does. I'm all in on him. Iowa, Minnesota, ULM at Texas. There we go.
Your boy Arch.
I'm taking ULM this
Texas is going to cover.
Arch looks really good, by the way.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's going to be really good, Clay.
He's not.
Dude, he's going to be great.
He's going to be really good.
He's not.
I'm afraid he's going to be really good,
He's
Clay.
not. ULM is going to send that defense. They're going to hold him under 40 this weekend.
Apparently, ULM's talking smack about it.
They should be.
Oh, God.
They should
I
be.
saw a bleacher.
They should be.
L.A. Monroe doesn't fear Arch.
No. I'm a Warhawk this weekend.
Don't you ever say that again.
I'm a Warhawk. Before I support Arch, I'll support ULM.
Don't. Oh, that's nauseating.
Nope. I don't care. I hate Arch. ULM covering. ULM loses this game by less than 30.
I don't know if they can score 30. I mean, I don't know if they can score.
I don't think
enough.
Arch
15.
doesn't score 40.
I don't think ULM scores 10.
They don't have to. 44.5 is the cover.
Oh,
Texas might win this 40-0.
Did you see that? Did you see the when he ran that for that touchdown?
Yeah.
Did you see the miles an hour?
Yeah, 20
It
and
was
a half.
faster than Tyreek Hill's.
I didn't know he could run. I learned that the
Well,
other day.
I remember his dad was the best athlete of the three.
Receiver,
That is correct.
Cooper was a lot better athlete than the other two.
I don't care. He sucks. ULM's better.
Oh,
Give me
boy.
ULM.
Oh,
I'm going to watch that with way too much passion.
He's going to break out the maroon.
Yeah, I'm going to the bookstore tomorrow.
Get you a hat with a little shark logo on the side.
Heck yeah.
That makes no sense.
Michigan State's 3-0. I didn't know that. I don't think they've played
Mel
anybody.
Tucker still there?
No, it's the Oregon State guy, Johnson Smith.
That's right. I forgot.
He's
about
got the
that.
quarterback with
Yeah.
him.
The quarterback who said we're going to put up points in this offense, put up
I
16.
forgot all about
Yeah.
that.
Didn't he score week 1?
Them versus Boston College, though. Interesting game.
Give me BC.
Nothing like a little
At BC. So, yeah, that's a fun one.
ACC.
Baylor.
BC in the Big Ten or ACC?
ACC.
Or ACC,
ACC
they play
versus Big
Duke.
Ten. Yeah.
That's a weird. That feels like a Big Ten matchup.
Yeah.
But that's weird that they're playing this.
Yeah, interconference like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're
Baylor-
doing it with the Big Ten, technically.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, like BC just played Missouri last week. Like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Money games.
While they played Florida State week 2.
Yeah,
Then they play the SEC and the Big Ten the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Wow,
feels
yeah.
backwards. Baylor, Colorado. Colorado,
Sucks.
They're not good.
They're not good.
I think
at
they
all.
win this week as well.
Hell, I can't name a Baylor player.
No.
Their
Colorado
quarterback is
sucks.
from Toledo last year. It's that Finn kid. He started like 4 years at Toledo.
Well, I'm so far out on Shadur Sanders right now that I
Dude,
don't know what to think.
I'm
out
about
on him?
He won't
Why?
shut up.
Why?
I don't like him.
It's one last week he dogs off his line, then he brings them. We're together. Well, no,
Heck
you
yeah.
just because you just won and you know.
He's
And
a,
then
he's
was
a front runner.
And then this week he was dogging. Who was it? Because I just like when I was reading it.
Like somebody put out a tweet. I think it might be Brandon Walker. He was like, "It sucks that we have to root for Travis Hunter on this Colorado team with Shadur Sanders.
That's
Like it sucks that we have to root for Shadur via Travis. You know, because like Travis is the best player in the country.
Travis is a dog.
He's amazing, and we're having to root for a freaking diva at quarterback, which you don't want a diva.
It was the handshake thing.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Like, dude, come on, be the bigger person.
I didn't mind that.
Well, no, then he's going to apologize a day later.
Oh, he did?
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
see that.
Oh, yeah, he did. Because he got hammered for it.
It's like UFC fighters. Like UFC fighters, they talk noise to lead up to the fight, to promote the fight. As soon as the final bell rings, they shake hands and they give their respects. You do the same thing there. Like, that guy was just trying to rile his team up, man. Like, that's all it was.
No,
he was making comments last year, too, after the game, after they lost.
Well, yeah, because there was like a bunch of scrappy crap last
year.
Still
be the bigger person. Like, I mean, you're a millionaire dude playing college football. Like just shake the man's hand. And then come back and apologize a couple days later. Yeah, somebody got in your ear because you realize how much you screwed up.
They had to apologize. Somebody had to apologize last year. Was that the game where Travis Hunter broke some ribs?
Yes.
On the sideline?
Yes,
top
he
of the
got
screen?
hit. Yeah.
Somebody had to apologize then, too. I remember, because, like, dude was receiving, like, death threats or something. The strong safety was.
I mean, Prime sits there and just talks and talks and talks and talks, and then it gets all defensive when everybody's coming back to him asking questions.
This is going to be a fascinating offseason.
Yeah.
For
Colorado. He's gone.
He's gone.
But, like, where? The house?
Yeah.
Home.
You think he's done?
His
he ain't gonna coach no more.
Always did. He didn't coach college football until his sons got there.
You don't think he's going to do something?
Football.
You don't think he's
going
to try to do something in the NFL?
No.
I hope he goes back to analyst.
Nobody would hire him in the NFL. I don't think.
I don't think so.
I mean,
either.
not as a head coach.
I don't think they'd hire him to do anything.
You couldn't.
He would outshine the whole freaking program.
He would have to be the head coach.
He would be bigger than the franchise.
He would.
And not in a good way.
But there's a franchise in Dallas
that's the only one that I can see happening.
And I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah,
I don't think it will
because
either.
then he takes Jerry's spotlight.
Yeah, that's true.
But Jerry loves Dion.
He does, but I don't think Jerry wants to win a ring.
That would be the only franchise where he would not outweigh.
And at the same time,
the logo. You know what I'm saying? Like
at
the
the
story
same
outweighs
time,
him still.
Bill Belichick.
McCarthy's on the way out.
Bill Belichick.
You think Bill Belichick to the Cowboys? Belichick and Dion? Belichick loves Dion too.
Belichick wants to come back with a quarterback in place. I mean,
he got that.
And he got that. So, I mean, like, why would you not?
And he could handle that situation with that.
I mean, he really could.
He could handle that.
He could tweak that roster enough, and they would be ready.
They've got pieces everywhere.
And Jerry would swallow his pride just to get that ring,
just to
bring him in. Yeah. So, I mean, Prime that job's way too big for Prime. Colorado's job's too big for him.
Ain't nobody in the NFL gonna listen to him like them kids do.
No.
He ain't nobody.
And now these kids are starting to realize we don't need to be completely listening to him.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's bringing all these. I mean, you went in there and talk about I'm bringing my Louis Vuitton luggage and all that. What have you brought? Like, this roster's not good at all.
No improvement from last year.
No.
And that's with the transfer portal.
2 years now.
You could have went and got whoever you wanted. You would think we thought they would dominate the portal. He ain't done nothing in the portal.
Mm-mm. I mean, he's got
nobody
guys,
wants to play for him like people thought they did.
He's got a guy like Quincy Wiggins from LSU.
I wonder if the money's been the issue. If they just don't have the money there.
Hell, it ain't for Shador.
No, but I mean, obviously he's going to get the bag.
Him and Travis are getting paid.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're getting paid a lot. Dion's getting paid. I wonder if the NIL limitations has been because he doesn't have enough to offer these kids.
I don't know, because
like if you put Dion at Texas right now and he was doing the same type of recruiting, would it be a lot different?
I think it'd probably be worse. I think
they'd be bringing in more kids through the transfer
portal. I think it'd be a big problem. I mean, he brought a lot of kids in. None
of them have worked.
He brought a lot of kids in that came from big schools, so you just assumed they were going to be good when they got there.
Yeah.
Problem is, he ain't coaching them up. Yeah. Like, I mean,
they're
staff,
not improving.
Yeah, they're not. None of them are improving.
I mean, Shador looks worse.
He really does.
That's crazy.
Like,
because I was sold on him last year. I thought, okay, he's legit.
He's looked a little worse.
He's got 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, but look at the roster. Look at the schedule, though.
Where did most of them? Most of them came from when? Last week, most of them yards.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't get to watch the Nebraska game. I know he didn't do great in it.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing against the Power 5 school.
244-1 against Nebraska.
Yeah,
and then 4 touchdowns against the other 2 teams, and 300 and 400.
Look at the drastic drop off.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, it's 70% completion percentage, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Let me look at the Nebraska game.
Yeah, 244 and 60.
Nebraska ain't that good.
I mean, I think Nebraska's good, but I think it's more so the aspect of Nebraska's able to out-physical the offensive line. I don't think it was a Shador problem. Like, yeah, he threw the pick, but I think it was more so that's when you saw the real weaknesses of the team. Because, yeah, I mean, you look at his sack numbers, eight carries for negative 30 yards, so he sacked 5 times.
I mean, Shador would have done a
And
lot
he sacked
better
once on the other 2.
if he'd have went to a real program away from Prime.
Yeah.
I think he would have developed better and would have had more talent around him.
And going to the NFL does not guarantee you're going to have a good offensive line. That's Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I saw Chase Daniel on Twitter. He breaks down every quarterback now. Like, really good account. Do you follow him?
He's really good, yes.
Really good account to follow. He
Did
was
you see
like,
the trade he put up today?
yeah, it makes too much sense. Way too much sense.
Bryce Young to the Rams, Stafford to the Dolphins, and then each team gives like a third or a fourth to the Panthers.
Wow.
Makes too much sense.
Wow.
McVay would fix him.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Well, I've also seen people saying Young to the Dolphins because McDaniel's system.
McDaniel would fix him.
Because I mean, what Tua was doing, Bryce could do.
Yeah, but
That quick hitter, like
McDaniels would want Stafford.
yeah.
Yeah, because he feels pressure to win.
Uh-huh.
Like, I saw that today. I was like, dude, that makes
But
a
if the
lot
Rams aren't
of
willing to
sense.
give off of Stafford, then
Yeah. Especially with McVay.
what was
McVay
Daniel
might
saying
just go to the
about
house.
Caleb?
About how, like, he rewatched the game with all 22 and all that stuff. He's like, he got hit nonstop or whatever. He's like, and there's, like, literally nobody open. So he's like, it's not Caleb's fault that he ain't doing well. He's
I
like,
thought
he said
Caleb-
there's nobody open.
I didn't get to watch the week 1, obviously. I thought Caleb looked fine Sunday night. Like, he didn't look bad. Like,
he
had the
hasn't
full-
looked near as good as I thought he would look.
Well, no, but
They've also been much worse than I thought they would be, the offensive line.
Yeah. The offensive line issue has been pretty bad. But at the same time, I thought he handled it well. Yeah, he threw the 2 picks. But I think overall is like just how he played the game.
He said,
fine.
there's absolutely no one open in the Caleb Williams film. We already know how much the O-line struggled. He got impatient, and it led to 2 interceptions. But for real, nothing is open. So, and that's what happens when all of your receivers have not been healthy.
But I don't know if time's going to help it.
Give it
It's
time.
not.
They'll be good.
You got a head coach that's not an offensive-minded guy.
You saw what Colin Cowherd said.
Cowher was spot
Lincoln
on,
Riley?
I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's the name you're going to start hearing in about 3 weeks.
I mean, Cowher was spot on by you have an organization that doesn't know how to have a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
Because
they've
they've
never done it.
had it. I mean, a lot of odds are against them when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out eventually.
I'm not sure Lincoln would be a good fit.
I don't know how he would work in the NFL.
I don't know what the good – probably freaking Kubiak's going to go up there. That's what's going to happen.
Ben Johnson.
Would Ben
Or Benny.
Ben go there? Stay in
Benny.
Houston?
Yeah.
Ben's the one I thought was going to go this offseason if they would have fired
Or
their coach.
honestly, if Brian Flores keeps up what he's doing with Minnesota, give him the head coaching job again, and then you hire one of them flashy coordinators from somewhere.
Go get Clay Kubiak.
I'm sure. Crap, there's probably somebody in Minnesota with him.
Yeah.
One of those.
I would trust an O'Connell tree at this point.
Yeah.
Let me see. Vikings OC. Let's see who it is.
If he's young, has
gotta
a
think
nice
about
little
too,
beard,
though.
I want
Oh,
him.
he's a Phillips. Wes Phillips.
Surely that's not a Wade.
I guarantee it's Wade's boy. But Wade's a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nope, he's not. Or it ain't.
How old is he?
45.
Too old.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Son of Wade.
Yeah, he's too old.
Now Wade's 80.
But 45's too old.
Too old for what?
For a good offensive coordinator. He's
Look
too
at
old.
him.
Oh.
I'll take him.
I need 30s.
I'll take him.
That dude has been in the same room as
O'Connell.
Yeah. I'm good with this.
He has peed in the same urinal as Kevin
Oh,
O'Connell.
that's all that matters.
He had a DWI.
Yeah.
We definitely need him.
Yeah, he was Rams passing game coordinator.
All right, there we go.
Rams
So-
tight end coach. Redskins.
He's a
Yep.
McVay guy. That's what it
he's
is.
a McVay guy.
And you know who the father of that tree is, though? That'd be Jay Gruden. He's the real father of the tree. If you think
way
about
back
it.
in Washington.
Yeah, and he don't get the freaking credit. Poor guy. He don't get the credit.
Also a Cowboys guy from 07 to 13. What the crap was there? Was that Wade?
That was Wade.
It's Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips.
Yep. His father was hired in 07. That's crazy. Yeah, 2014 he joined the Redskins as a tight ends coach under Jay Gruden. It was here he began working with McVay. Uh-oh.
All roads lead to McVay.
So that's it for the Bears.
Yeah.
You get Flores at head coach. You fix that defense with that because Flores is awesome. And then you bring in Wes Phillips.
Flores is going to be a head coach.
Do you want
again.
Flores, though, with a young quarterback? Because apparently that didn't work well with Tua.
Yeah, but I think
You have to give him the title.
Caleb's a little bit different, I think. And also, if Flores gets hired into the situation, knowing what it is, because wasn't Flores already there for a year when they drafted him?
Yes.
He didn't
And he didn't want Tua.
draft Tua.
He didn't want Tua. That's what it was. He did not want
They
Tua.
went like 8-8 or something.
Who did he want?
Crap, probably
Did he want
Fitzmagic.
Herbert?
He might have still wanted Fitzpatrick.
He wanted somebody, but he did not want Tua. I remember that now.
Also, another thing with Caleb, too, you got to think about, it's Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be slinging it all over the place. You better have some established running
And they
game
can't
come
run the ball.
December. And they can't run the
I have
ball.
DeAndre Swift. They can't run the ball.
They can't run the ball at
at
all.
all. His offensive line sucks.
Yeah, like
We need to do college football still. We got off a big tangent.
This is college football. I mean, that's pretty much it. Colorado was the last game that really mattered. Kansas State, BYU, maybe. BYU's 3-0, but that's pretty much
A
it.
guy said he's going to stuff a Taco Bell beefy chalupa up his butt if they lose to BYU.
Yeah, if Kansas State loses.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the guy that said he's going to eat dog crap if Florida State lost to
And they haven't won since, and he hasn't ate that dog crap.
he still ate it.
Yep.
So
Got to do it.
the world's waiting.
Got to do it.
FSU or go Pokes 1, 2, 3.
Will you eat dog crap if Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl?
No, but I'll go through a table.
Not the same.
Freaking heartbeat.
Not the same.
Norvell's
Heartbeat. Dude.
2-10 without Jordan Travis. Just remember
We
that.
talked about
Yeah.
that.
Just remember
Crazy.
that.
Crazy.
Just remember that.
All right.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.